Hi, welcome to my channel, Ride with Ginger. I'm Ginger. Today we are going to be talking about my helmet. So I have the Scorpion EXO 520. I think it's T520. And I just kind of want to review why I bought it and if those reasons still stand up. So let's get to it. I'm going to review some of their key features for this particular helmet and how I think they hold up. So the first one is the ratchet system. So that means that I can go like that and let a little bit of air in, or a little higher, higher, higher. And as I ride around town, that is, it will stay in that spot. Now typically that means it's all the way up, or it's one or two down. Anything else, and it's in my vision and it becomes more annoying than anything else. But it has been nice when on those really hot days where I need a little bit more airflow, that definitely does help, and I appreciate that. And it does stay. It does also lock in place, so I do appreciate that as well. So the next is the no fog and breath deflector. So what I can say is, yes, I haven't received any fog, but it's also summer and I'm not really going from extreme heats to or extreme temperatures or the cold and my hot breathing to create any fog. So I really can't say too much on that one just yet. Sun visor. So we'll lift this guy up so you can see just right here, very easy. What I do like about it is it's very easy to find with my glove. Super easy, no issues, love it. It's a good tint for me, and it covers all that it needs to cover. So I really enjoy the sun visor. I'm not one that likes to have multiple different glasses, whether prescription sunglasses, regular prescriptions, regular sunglasses. It's just not fun. So I do appreciate that a lot. The liner is, it says it's a comfort liner and quick wicking. So I don't really have a comparison as far as the comfort lever goes. I am not uncomfortable, so there's that. But I really don't have anything to compare it to. So I can't say whether it's more or less comfy than other ones, but it is comfy. Quick wicking. So again, don't have a bar to rate that by, but what I can say is it's comfy. I don't get into it and it's still soaked. It seems pretty hygienic. I don't feel any grossness from it. It does pull out, so I can wash it. I have not done that as of yet, so that'll probably be relatively soon. Again, the glasses fit. So basically, the way that it's set up, and I'm not even going to attempt to try to show you because it's dark and not really easy, but there's a spot for your glasses to go. Now, the first time I did that, I was seeing vision like this, but after I played around a little bit and was able to figure out how to get it into the helmet securely and where those cheek pads came together and try to slide it in, then it was much better. Now, what I will say is on longer rides, I will feel the pressure and that will give me a headache. Now, I don't know if that's because it's not as good of a fit as far as the helmet or my glasses. I know that they're pretty thick on the sides, so that might be more of the issue, but I don't know. So, glasses. So it also does have the emergency release. So Obviously, it's not great to think about what happens if you were to get into an accident, but as motorcycle riders, I think that it's important that you do because it can happen. So what this does is, if you were to get into an accident, it's very difficult for the EMTs to be able to take off your helmet without hurting your neck. So they basically just pull on these and the pads just come out, and then that way they can easily remove the helmet. I thought that was a nice feature, something that I had no idea existed, but I do think it's a very valuable feature. It does have the chin curtain, which I knew I was going to be doing vlogs, but I also know that it's just good for wind in general, so I did want to do that. Some other things that I do like is how the visor clip is in the middle. That way, no matter what hand is available to me, I can do that. And I felt like that was going to be important to me as a new rider because, you know, you're having the clutch, you're having the brake, you're having all kinds of different things, and it's nice to not have to worry about, oh, I'm on a hill, so I have to keep the brake on, but I can't breathe because it's 105 degrees, and trying to finagle your visor up. This way, whether I have to keep the clutch in or keep the brake on, I have one hand free to let the visor up if I need. I did really appreciate that. As far as other items, the vents in front. I've heard other reviews say that they wish the vents were more. So I've got the ones on the bottom, I've got this here, and then I've got the air release on the back. Again, I've heard other people reviews that they wish the vents were more. Again, I don't have anything to compare it to, so I'm not really going to comment on that. I do feel like for me, it's good. It's more than I anticipated as never wearing a helmet before. Now for me, there was two other big components to why I did choose the Scorpion. And the first one is my head. I don't know what size I am. I fear I am in between an extra small and a small. An extra small feels like I have a vice on my head, whereas a small feels like I'm not tucked into it enough. And that's why I chose the Scorpion, because the Scorpion has what they call the Airfit. So underneath the cheek pads are these air pads that you can pump up. There's this red button right here where you can pump, and it pushes out the pads for a more secure fit. And this to me was important. This way I know for sure that I have a helmet that's a little bit more to my exact fitting. I don't know if maybe I should have gone with the extra small because, again, I've never worn a helmet, and so I don't know what the exact fitting is supposed to be, but it did feel a little too tight. So I do like having that Airfit. I use it every day, and it just feels more secure. The other thing is the Exocom. So I've said before, I'm a particular person. So for me, I didn't want a lot of stuff on my helmet. And so what I really liked was how slim the Exocom was and how it fit specifically for this helmet. Simple, not a lot of fiddling around as a new rider. I just wanted something super straight, super simple, to the point. What I will say about the Exocom: music, fantastic. It sounds beautiful. No issues, no concerns. Sounds like I think it should. Phone calls, perfect. Clarity. Obviously, the higher speeds I'm going, the more wind, the more a little difficult it is. I have not tried earplugs yet. Maybe that would help. But at the same time, not an issue. Now, granted, it's not like I'm having full-length conversations. I'm for the most part. Indeed, it's just been testing. Ken calling me and me saying, yeah, it sounds good. And then a couple phone calls simply to say, yeah, I'm on my way home. So, but again, clear as a bell, no issues unless I'm going a little higher speeds, but it's still hearable. Now, the intercom system though, we're struggling with a little bit. So Ken also got a Scorpion helmet, different model. He got a modular, and he also has the Exocom. So he says he can hear me on the intercom perfectly. There are no issues, clear as a bell. Not the same for me. I can't hear him very well. We're still trying to diagnose it. I feel like it has something to do with the music. So when I'm not playing music and we're connected as an intercom, 95% of the time I can hear him perfectly. But if I play music, not as much. There's constantly times where I'm like, I can't hear you. Cannot hear you. Cannot understand you. I know you're talking. I hear your voice. But your voice does not make words. And I cannot hear you. And it's incredibly frustrating. So we are still working on that. And I think that alone could determine where we go and how long we'll keep the system. We can put a different communication on here. I would just have to make sure that the speakers are a good size, the same size to fit into that section, because this one was specifically made for the Exocom speakers. So we'll have to test that out. But we're still going to do some troubleshooting with the Exocom intercom and try to see if we can figure some stuff out. Or worst case scenario, if we're writing together, maybe I just don't do music, or like right now we're both playing our own music. There is an option to play the same music, so maybe that would help. We're also thinking that maybe it could be the music provider that I'm using. Maybe that's not working. And then plus inside the app, there are a lot of different settings, and maybe you just have to find that like perfect compatibility setting to make it work. Or maybe it just has to do with that he has a modular helmet, which even when he's all the way down, it's going to have more wind noise. So I don't know. But ultimately, I'm very happy with my helmet. I think it was a perfect first choice. It feels comfortable. It feels protected. It's not terribly heavy. I know that there are actually some lighter ones, but I didn't feel like it was cumbersome at all. I felt like it was a good size. I felt like it was a good weight. The other thing that I like about the Exocom is the battery pack. So it just kind of snaps out of here, just like that. Unplug it, plug it back in, and maybe we just don't use it that much, but the battery lasts a very long time. Again, we're not, we typically only ride together about once a week. So most of the time we're both just using the music aspect of it. So, but my commute is about 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, occasionally a couple other errands here and there. But so we've had it, 3 months? And I've charged it, I want to say 3 times. So I would say that battery life is pretty good. So, now to me it does kind of look like a stormtrooper. I'm not opposed to that. I like it. I have a Rebel and I have a Stormtrooper helmet. So overall, I would recommend the Scorpion. I love it. I think it's great. Like I said, my real only complaint so far is the intercom system, not the communication system, just the intercom part of it, and then possibly the glasses. But I do have a feeling that's more my glasses versus the helmet. But won't know for sure until I get some other glasses and stuff, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. Now, granted, I would probably say that this is the budget-friendly helmet. And if I was going to pay $1,000 for a helmet, I would most definitely hope that it would be far superior to this helmet. But I don't know. I'm not ready for one of those. For me, spending $1,000 on a helmet is justified. It is your head, so it is important. But I also don't want to spend $1,000 on a helmet when I don't know what I need, what I'm getting, what I want, what I don't want. So for now, I appreciate the Scorpion. I guess that's it. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you found value in this video, please like. Until next time, see you later.